the Primus Lite 3, one of the main all-rounder shoes from flagship brand Vivo Barefoot, enjoyed by various fitness enthusiasts such as Nick Bare, Joe Rogan, Gymshark owner Ben Francis, and even Thor himself deems them worthy. But the real question is, are they worthy of your cash? Let's find out. So first off, we'll talk about comfort. This is the most comfortable barefoot style shoe I've ever worn. It has a really nice sort of silky, leathery kind of texture to it. Now these shoes did come with insoles called Ortholite Performance insoles, but I removed them instantly because the whole purpose of these shoes for me is to not have extra things underneath my feet when I'm running. If I wanted performance and cushioning, well, I'd pick Ultra for that job. And it also has an extra millimetre of thickness more than usual minimalist shoes, but that's a very small difference. Usually I'd prefer to have a bit more feedback. The reason it has an extra millimetre of thickness may be because they are trying to make it more durable, which brings us on to the next thing, durability. Now this is a seriously important aspect of the shoe because this is what determines how long it lasts and ultimately the value of what you're paying for. And I've done 300 miles in this pair of shoe. So I've done 300 miles on the Primus Lite 3 and they're currently holding up very well. For comparison, I'm going to show you side by side the Vivo Barefoot Primus Lite 3 after 300 miles and the Xero HFS after 440 miles. So approximately 50% more mileage on the Xero HFS. But take a look at the difference in wear and tear. Let me know what you think. If you ask me, the Primus Lite 3 is holding up very well, whereas the Xero HFS is gradually showing a lot more wear and tear against the environment. We're going to see eventually how long each pair of shoe lasts. This might be a slightly unfair comparison because I've done a lot of running in a very wet winter in the UK in the Xero HFS, and maybe I'm not sure to what extent that's accelerated the wear and tear on them, but nonetheless, in my opinion, the Primus Lite 3 is holding up a lot better than the Xero HFS. So we will see in due time how long each pair of shoe lasts and ultimately the value you should be getting from these pair of shoes. In terms of style, they have a really nice, clean, quiet look, which I usually wouldn't wear barefoot shoes in day-to-day purposes for anything other than running, but with these shoes I wouldn't be against wearing them for normal purposes. However, I'm still going to keep wearing regular trainers, Ultras and whatnot for usual walking purposes. But yeah, style, very nice, clean, quiet, sleek look. I tend to still feel like normal trainers look better than barefoot shoes. Maybe that's just the way we've all been conditioned. But as far as barefoot shoes go, these look pretty decent. Probably as much as you can get away with being a barefoot shoe. In terms of the tread, it's got a nice grip on the pavement and gravel. But of course, it's a road shoe, not a trail shoe, so don't expect it to have much grip on the trails and mud. But yeah, tread's pretty solid. I know a few of you are interested in the sizing of this shoe. Ekdar Gusad have specifically asked me, and the length of my foot is 27 centimeters, and this shoe is a size 43 Europe in the Euro sizes, and it fits fine. So yeah, I hope that information is useful for you picking the right size for what's going on. There is only one small downside to this shoe, I have run into the issue quite a few times where the laces keep coming undone. It turns out it's not just me and Paul who have this issue. I've read other reports about this happening. However, this small issue is easily resolved by just buying a new pair of laces from the internet, or tying your shoelaces better. So what are my final thoughts on this shoe? So far, the value is proving to be pretty good. If they last for several hundred more miles, then I would say it's easily worth the investment of the money that we pay for them. How much of a good investment? That's what we're going to find out as time goes on, as I run more miles in these shoes. If you have anything to add to this or any questions, please leave the comments down below, because it would be good to understand, to learn a bit more about the people I'm sharing this video with. So that's all I have to say about these shoes. Very solid investment, and I'll see you in the next one. Have fun.